All right, Makayla. So you went to you participated in the 2019 World University Games in Naples, where you swam the 400 IM and actually won gold in the event, which
Yes.
is awesome.
Thank
By the
you.
way. So what do you remember most about your World University Games experience?
I just think definitely the Team USA environment and also being able to meet so many different people from so many different places throughout the world. And the fact that they're all like representing they're not really representing their school, but you know that they're still like college students just like you, but they're representing their country. And that was my first time ever representing Team USA. So that was a very amazing experience being able to put that flag cap on with my last name, getting that big box of Team USA gear. So I definitely remember all of the emotions that went into that and just the atmosphere that all of the different countries and the fans brought to the meet every single day, prelims, finals, semifinals. It was, yeah.
So as you kind of mentioned, you got to represent the United States. For you it was the first time. So what was it like getting to do that at the World University Games, and not only getting to do it like you just getting to do it, but you had your NC State teammates. A lot of them were there as well. Plus Braden was there, your coach. So that had to be really. So what was it like?
Yeah, so I definitely was very nervous going into this and having a lot of people from home, like kind of like a little spot of home coming with me to Italy was definitely helped with those nerves and that stress. And also having a coach there who kind of knows how I train because I was done after the first day. The 400 IM was first day, prelim final event, and then I just got to enjoy Italy and cheering on Team USA the rest of the time, so I can't really complain. But just having him there to be able to train me throughout that week that the competition was going on to prepare me for the rest of the summer as well, it just was a very comforting feeling. And also having my parents there as well. Yeah, and I have a big piece of Italy in my family as well, so having a little piece of home away from home was really neat as well.
Yeah, that had to be something else there, especially getting to live on a cruise ship the whole time as well.
Oh yeah. I was a little skeptical about that because I was like, I've never been on a cruise. Like obviously we're docked the entire time, but I was like, I don't know, like but then we had like this espresso bar on the deck outside and like on the top deck where you could see like Mount Vesuvius and I was like, okay, this is fine. I can't complain.
That had to be nice. I could only imagine.
Yeah.
So, do you believe competing at a global event like the World University Games helped you and your fellow NC State teammates become better competitors overall?
Oh, absolutely. When I was younger, I thought I was like a really good swimmer because I was competing against local people. And then I went to college and that expanded my horizon of knowledge, knowing like, okay, there's more swimmers out there that are insanely fast. I'm not as good as I thought I was. And that just kind of acted as motivation to get even better. And then competing internationally was just another step above that. So making the national team, getting to go to national team camps, and then getting to travel and compete with Team USA against other countries. There was names of people that I was like, I have never heard of you before, but you are an Olympian. Like, holy crap, you are insanely good. And it's just crazy because everyone says that the swimming community is so small, but at the same time, I think it feels small just because everybody is just so close knit. And like I said, I met so many incredible people from other countries that I still stay in contact with today. And like I was only there for a week. So just there's this sense of just I say like automatic connection. You just know like the hours and the years of work that's put in to get to that point and you just kind of click automatically. So having that was super unique and yeah. There's not really much else to say about that except just being really grateful that I have people all over the world that I know.
Yeah, that's something else to know so many people. So, as a person who's obviously lived in the Triangle area for a while now, going to NC State, so what are your thoughts on NC State and the other universities around here being hosts for the World University Games?
So I have been here for about 3 years now, and I think there is definitely the growth that is like making it possible, especially in the future. Just the amount of growth I've seen within the three cities in the 3 years that I've been here is really incredible. Definitely lots of food, and I just think they have a very good community component that would help. I think everybody would definitely come together. And if this was something that was going to happen, I think everybody would get on board to make it possible. I haven't really seen um, people who aren't willing to do something that's going to promote their area. Who's nobody's really going to back off that. Like everybody's really for the whole growth of the triangle area, like with Apple coming, like it's just a very, very expanding area. And I think that everybody is always going to be for doing whatever, bringing in athletes from all over the country, expanding, because not only the athletes that get that exposure, there's thousands of volunteers that go into it as well, and like those are the people that would be around here, and they get to volunteer and they get to meet all of those incredible people as well. So it's not just the athletes that get to benefit from it, it's people from all over.
So in your opinion, what makes for the best athlete experience in an event like the World University Games?
I think having the least amount of stress with like planning ahead of time, because ultimately like this event is for the athletes, and like myself, I have been training my entire life to represent Team USA. So just being able to enjoy the experience for what it is and not have to worry about like outside factors like transportation or food, just like having that stuff ready and prepared ahead of time, so that's not something that has to be kind of on the athlete's mind all the time, and they really can just focus on what they're there to do, which is compete.
Yeah. So would you personally like to see the Triangle and NC State host the games?
I mean, honestly, I would, just because I am actually no longer swimming. So I would be able to go watch. And I'm sure some of my fellow teammates that I swam with at NC State, or people that I've known in the swimming community, would be able to go and watch, with also like knowing a bunch of up and coming swimmers that are going to be that age around that time, being able to go and watch and have it be a hour drive tops. That would be definitely an incredible thing to be able to cheer on fellow teammates.
Yeah. So is there any advice you would give the NC bid committee that would help them land the games?
Um, Oh, that's hard. Okay. I'm not like really into the whole business thing. So, I mean, just take advantage of the things that we have and really just promote like the positive aspects, and the like even with Apple, like you have so many things coming our way in the near future for the Triangle area, and just promoting that, and also not being afraid to like promote the small things as well. Like we have so many good small restaurants, and coffee shops, and I mean those are obviously aren't going to be like the winning factor, but just having those small details as well can kind of help wrap everything up.
Yeah. All right. So now, as the person who got to represent Team USA on the global scale, what advice would you give a young swimmer who is aspiring to one day possibly represent the US on a global scale like you did?
Yeah, I would definitely say just make sure you're enjoying it. Swimming is one of the hardest sports to continue with, through high school and through college, especially like trying to find that steady balance of school and swimming. So I found like I actually went through a transfer period where I transferred schools, and just trying to like take a step back and like understand what you're doing and why you're doing it. I had to reevaluate, okay, why did I start swimming as a 7-year-old? Like what made me enjoy it? I was getting too caught up in like the small little details of every practice, and just really enjoy what you're doing and the people that you're around, because I mean, like I said, I was able to meet so many people from all over the world, just because I was able to communicate with them, and I was comfortable going up to them and talking to them, because just having that small like sense of swimming community my entire life and taking advantage of the people that I've been surrounded by throughout high school and college. Because even in college, you have some foreigners that are coming to the US to train. So you really just have to take it, I would say, one step at a time. I know, like, ever since I was a little girl, I always wanted to make the Olympic team. And I mean, I was able to represent Team USA, and that's where I got, and I have to be happy with that because that's still a huge accomplishment. So just taking it one step at a time and just making sure you're enjoying the process.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for your time and everything. I really appreciate you doing this.
Yeah, of course.